Hello, and welcome back to the Cats of the Underworld podcast.
Hello, good show.
I am Andrew.
Okay, are you Andrew or are you Fabian?
I am also known as Fabian.
Which is your preferred name?
I really don't mind.
I see.
Also, you were supposed to introduce yourself as well.
Well, I just wanted to be helpful.
Because I was going to be like, I am Andrew. And then you would be like, I am Aaron.
Sorry, I forgot to turn on my mind reading capabilities. Give me a sec. Okay, I should be able to read your mind now. Anyway, I'm Aaron. You can also call me Chip. If you don't know us, if you're new here, I run a animation YouTube channel known as Chip Flake.
Chump Fluke.
And Andrew is also a YouTuber.
I am indeed.
Wow.
And you are listening to the 12th episode of the Coty podcast. Yes, I wrote that down.
Oh, wow.
And today's episode is going to be all about our road trip to the UK, or Great Britain, considering we were not on Northern Ireland. And yes, it's called Great Britain, because that's the part that we were in. I'm only going to say this once.
See, the thing is, most people will fully understand that.
Yeah.
Except for this one brand of person that I believe there's literally a subset of people who specifically search for people who talk about Britain, the UK, England, just to go in the comments and be like, you mean England?
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people are normal. That's all I wanted to say.
I hope they are. I hope most people are normal. But yeah, today we will be talking about all the cities we have visited on the road trip, how much we paid for all the accommodations, and how much we have driven with our car. Because if you didn't know, we drove with our personal vehicle, a Ford Fiesta from 2008 with 82 horsepower.
Beep, beep, vroom, vroom, if I do say so myself.
From Germany all the way to the UK. And throughout the UK, I suppose. And it hasn't broken down once.
Whoa.
I am absolutely amazed. But yeah, how about we start from the beginning? Oh yeah, also, we will be rating the cities that we stayed in. And maybe even the stays.
Yeah.
I am going to name them by name, as they are on booking.com.
Okay. We got the spicy details.
We might call out some some companies.
Jeff
maybe
from booking.com gets cancelled.
Yeah. But how about we start from the beginning?
Well, do you want to do a little introduction as to why we even did a road trip?
Little introduction. Oh yeah, assuming you haven't seen my amazing video series vlogs.
I made videos as well, okay?
Yeah, he also made some.
Mine are kind of shit in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Do you have amazing footage of landscapes in yours?
I mean, considering we both use the exact same footage, maybe.
That's besides the point.
Semantics.
Semantics, exactly. Yeah, so we drove.
We sure did.
Well, the whole reason why we even went to the UK by car was not actually the whole reason why we went there by car, but the whole reason we actually wanted to go to the UK was the Stardew Valley concert in Manchester that we have booked half year before the trip.
Yeah,
I think. Something like that.
I think it was September the year before.
Yeah. That was the only reason. We were just there's a Stardew Valley concert. We all love Stardew Valley. Tim does as well, So we were let's go to the Stardew Valley concert. Because we also have gone to the Avatar concert in Düsseldorf. That was before.
It was before.
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah.
So we really gotta knack for concerts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. By the way, Tim is a mutual friend of ours. Very, very talented musician.
Extremely talented.
He's done a lot of music for both of our individual channels, actually.
Yeah. Sorry, I always have to assume that the listener doesn't know anything about us.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do.
Like, so you know Jim, our best friend.
Oh, dude, Jim, fucking legend.
Pimpleberry, the legend, and the guy who lent us his.
Why am I wearing headphones? I don't need to wear headphones. What am I doing?
The guy who lent us his headphones.
I was like, why are you so quiet? So yeah, where were we? The whole reason was the concert, but then when we were sitting down at the beach of The Hague,
when we were seated
on the beach of The Hague, we were like, yeah, maybe we should like do something fun for once, instead of taking a flight to the UK like we usually do. I mean, we've been to the UK countless of times. We were like, why don't we just like drive there?
Well, the idea of doing a road trip was something we talked about. We've been talking about for like years.
Yeah.
So we always thought that was a cool concept. We're all very big fans of a YouTube channel known as GeoWizard.
Oh, GeoWizard, I love him.
Which is a British guy who does a lot of like challenges, like travel-based challenges. Mostly throughout the UK. So the way he sets up his videos, it's all like so like adventurous, and it just looks like so much fun. And we kind of got. I feel like we got kind of.
Oh, we
inspired
definitely did. I mean, we went camping as well.
Yeah,
spoilers.
yeah.
And that kind of got inspired by him, just like going to like, especially in Scotland, because in Scotland you can basically camp anywhere if it's not private property.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. So it theoretically would be pretty easy to just like park somewhere and camp.
Yeah, so we were just like yoink our road trip idea, yoink our concert that we've got to go to, mash them together,
combine it all together.
Yeah, and then afterwards we got the idea of making a video series about it, right?
Afterwards. I mean, I definitely wanted to vlog the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for like one vlog. That was kind of the plan. Yeah. I didn't, how I made the Wrocław, I think I said that right, vlog in Poland, also known as Breslau in German, if that tells you anything. I was going to make one video, but we had 5 hours of footage. So that would have been a long video.
For Poland, you mean?
No, for the UK.
Didn't we have like 9 hours of footage?
Was it 9 hours?
It was a lot. 9.
It was a lot of footage. Like, holy crap. That was so much footage to like wade through.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, now it's a 10-part series that you can always watch on my channel, youtube.com/underworld.
Nice round number, so satisfying.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of cool. So we were gone for 19 days in total.
Not a round number.
Not a
very
round number.
unsatisfying.
Yeah.
Bad omen.
We planned more. We wanted to go for like 3 weeks, I think.
That's the whole thing with this trip. We didn't plan shit. We
didn't
were just
plan
like,
anything.
oh, we'll go for like, I don't know, 3 weeks.
So I just want to go through you guys real quick for anyone who doesn't know about the road trip. The plan, the part that we have planned was to drive to France, Calais. I don't know how to say that.
Calais.
I thought you were gonna like.
I'm gonna give you
some
the
really
perfect
insightful information. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's pronounced Calais.
To Calais to take the Eurotunnel, which is a train. You can't just drive through there. You drive onto a train, and then the train drives through a tunnel, which is fucking sick. Takes half an hour. You're in the UK. It's pretty good.
It's so fast. It's so much faster than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Then we would go to Cambridge, Norwich, through Peterborough, Nottingham, Stoke, where we're going to leave our car. Then Manchester for the concert, obviously. And then after that, we were just going to wing it. That's like not even halfway through the trip. So, as you can probably guess, a lot went wrong.
Yeah, we also...
Not as much as I thought it would, but a lot went wrong.
Yeah, I do have to say, not that much went wrong, all things considered.
Yeah.
We never really had like a moment where we're like, oh, we are fucked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like still pretty amazed.
Same.
Like, despite the bad things that happened, we definitely like did pretty well.
I think so too. Okay, so let's go back to the past, start from day one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start the day with let's say did I combine those two? Yeah, we didn't do any driving on day 2. I'm just gonna start the day with a guess. How much do you think we drove on day 1 and technically day 2, although we haven't been driving much on day 2? I think we didn't drive at all on day 2. So the destination obviously was Dover. That was our first city in the UK. We drove from our home through Belgium to Calais, Eurotunnel, and then we would arrive in Folkestone. Yeah. And then we would drive to Dover. How many kilometers do you think that is in total?
You asking me?
Yes. That's the whole point.
Bro, I'm really bad at these kinds of things. Like, how much is
how much is a kilometer?
Yeah. Like, how big is like Germany in kilometers?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. Should I ask Gemini?
No.
How big is Germany in kilometers? Not sponsored. 138,000 square miles. Oh, sorry. I read the wrong number. 357,600 square kilometers.
I don't...
It's about 300 kilometers, I think, or 200 something to Saarland. Okay, this is not working. It was 456 kilometers.
Yo. That's a lot, right?
It's quite a lot, yeah, for one day of driving.
Wow.
One day of driving.
Probably.
One day for almost 500 kilometers on the first day of driving.
I don't even want to think about how much petrol that was.
Yeah, I think we filled up like 2 times.
On the road, on the way there.
No, we filled up before we left. No, we didn't fill up again. We filled up in Dover next. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
We just filled up in that subliminal Burger King. No.
We didn't. We just had some food there.
You're right.
Yeah. Basically, Eurotunnel, by the way, was 189 euros.
For 3 peeps.
For one car, yeah.
One vehicle.
It doesn't really matter how many people you bring if they can all fit in the car. But for one car, yeah, it was 189 euros.
I still remember that you could select how many passengers, but we didn't see that for some reason.
Yeah,
So we almost bought tickets for just the car and no passengers.
No passenger. We were imagine
panicking.
If we were there, they were like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be in the car." They just take our car and it goes away.
It's like without Andrew as well.
Yeah,
just take
leaves
the car with no people in it.
Like, all right, thank you. But yeah, on the first day, we drove all the way to Dover. Technically, we didn't drive over the water, obviously. That's what the train was for. But then we stayed in the Best Western Premier Dover Marina Hotel and Spa for 214 euros.
Shout out to Greg.
We spent, what is that, 300, almost 400 euros 300. Yeah, almost 400 euros on the first day.
For the hotel, or you mean in total?
Eurotunnel and the hotel.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
2 days. Sorry, 2 days.
Yeah, because I remember that hotel was surprisingly cheap for being such a like luxury hotel.
It was a very nice hotel. We even had like a spa included in it, which we for some reason didn't take advantage of.
We wanted to. I remember that.
Yeah, we planned to after we went to the castle.
The timing was bad because that restaurant took so long to get us our
Right.
food. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I redact my shout out to Greg as he was the one who recommended that restaurant.
Yeah, so Dover, first day. Is there anything that we haven't mentioned in the videos or the vlogs? I don't think so, right? Not in Dover.
Should have like rewatched the entire series
Maybe.
before recording this.
The city, when we arrived on the first day, was pretty empty.
Yeah.
There was almost no one there.
It was only like 6 p.m., right?
Yeah. But like, I thought it was going to be a little bit busier than that.
Yeah. I just remembered what I wanted to say. I feel like we might have mixed Dover up with like Devon.
You think so?
Because like obviously Devon's like on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
country.
That's what we
But
didn't
like
get to.
Devon is a very, very famous and like apparently like really beautiful, like
Yeah.
really nice touristy destination. And I feel like we had similar expectations to that
Mhm.
with Dover.
I definitely haven't mixed those two up because I didn't even I just if you think about it, Dover is basically like the city that everyone arrives at
Yeah.
and then obviously leaves for somewhere else. They don't stay in Dover.
Why did we stay in Dover then?
Because there was a castle. There was a whole ass castle, dude.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying is, I expected it to be busier just because it's like a transit destination.
Yeah.
When we arrived, there was like no one there. We went into a restaurant. It was like maybe not even half full.
Yeah, I mean,
The
like you
Wetherspoons
said,
was also not that busy. I was very surprised.
it's like you said, people just pass through.
I guess that makes sense,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I expected a couple more people. I mean, to be fair, we weren't there at like peak, holiday tourist time. I mean, kind of. It was like summer. It wasn't warm, but it was summer.
It was like summer.
It was summer. Oh my God.
I do have to say, when I posted the first part of my video, I got a lot of comments talking about the second part actually. I got a lot of comments like shitting on Dover.
Yeah, that's funny.
I got a lot of people being like, "I'm from Dover. I hate it here. It's
Damn.
terrible." And I don't like think it's that bad. Honestly,
Yeah, there's worse. There's worse.
I was kind of surprised by that. Like, it definitely isn't like some grand like must
Yeah,
see
no.
city or anything, but it's quite nice. I wouldn't
Yeah.
call it like
It ain't no
terrible.
Edinburgh. Yeah, Dover, day 1, day 2. We saw the castle.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the castle because
the castle
I
was
don't
fucking sick.
I do not know what we would have done if we didn't go to
Yeah.
the castle.
I
When
don't
we-
think I have the cost for the castle. I think it was £30.
Yeah, it was £32, I think.
For both of us. Or per person.
Per person.
Per person. It was
No.
quite expensive. I remember
think-
that.
I think it was like 28 actually.
Yeah, 28 per person. Quite expensive, I would
Yeah.
say, just for walking around and looking at old bricks and
Yeah,
stuff.
because that's like €32.
Yeah, but I mean that shit was worth it. If you have seen my vlog, like it was pretty fucking sick.
It was very cool. Also, if you happen to go there, I recommend waiting for the what is it called? There's like there's like a show kind of thing that you have to like wait for because they do it like every hour or something.
It's like this because Dover used to be a fort of some sorts in World War II. They turned the entire like castle area into like I guess you call it a fort. and they had tunnels, like almost like bunkers, where they would keep people safe when, you know, obviously Germany was like attacking and stuff. And they helped get people from Normandy back to the UK, including French people, and they basically like saved a bunch of people. And that's what that it's like you go into a tunnel and then there's like these videos playing, like that kind of thing. It's like like a presentation almost, and you have to queue for that.
Yeah.
And we waited like an hour.
Well, depending on what time you get there and how many other people are waiting to get in.
True, yeah.
But it was worth it. I'd recommend
It also stops at a pretty early time, I think.
Yeah. Oh, we ate. We had food there. Remember?
We had food. We didn't record it. We had
tea and scones.
Tea and scones. Yep, with jam and clotted cream.
And there was like American tourists behind us, and they were like, I think they call them chips over here.
Yeah, they were annoying. Anyways, Dover Castle, very nice. The restaurant we went to on the first day, I recorded that. But on the second day, we actually went into the hotel restaurant. And that was a restaurant owned by none other than, I think his name is Jean-Pierre White.
Yo, Jean-Pierre White.
Mr. White. By the way, Gordon Ramsay's teacher.
Yo.
Gordon Ramsay's master.
I know that guy.
Yeah. And I gotta say, the food was kind of disappointing.
It was, yeah. I remember my chips were really nice.
Yeah,
they were like really nice.
Really good
But
chips.
everything else was just really average.
It was very, very average.
And it took forever to arrive.
Oh yeah, we waited. We were the only ones in the restaurant.
The only ones there.
We literally waited like an hour for the food, and I remember I ordered a wine, and I was like, oh, which wine would you recommend for my main dish?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Or like I think I had a starter, right? Yeah, I had like a whole set menu.
You had this weird starter.
I had a weird starter. It was like beetroot. It was
salad in quotation marks.
It was a beetroot salad, but it was literally just a couple of slices of beetroot on a plate with some like other shit added, and it was
the presentation was very interesting.
Yeah, and I think I asked like which wine would fit for my main dish, because I was like, oh yeah, like they'll get the main dish out soon after I'm finished, because that's, you know, it's like a fine restaurant. You expect it to be kind of like efficient.
Yeah, so it wasn't like fine, like really rich.
Yeah, it wasn't fancy. God, no. It was like, expensive, but it wasn't fancy.
It wasn't no Weatherspoons.
Yeah. But I ordered my wine, and I got my wine, and I was like, okay, but where's my main?
You asked for what wine you would fit, and they were like, I don't know, I gotta go ask someone.
He didn't even know. He had to go and ask. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, he didn't even fucking know. Like the waiter was just like, oh, let me go and ask. I forgot about that. Wow. I just like repressed those memories. Yeah, that happened. And then I got my wine, and I literally finished my wine before my main even came. That was
but then you just like drank a beer with it or something.
No, I think I ordered another wine.
Oh really?
I ordered a Sauvignon Blanc, I remember that. Sauvignon Blanc. But yeah, for my main I had a steak, I think.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that good. I don't know. Jean-Pierre White, what are you doing? It wasn't very good. I don't know if that was his name. I think it is. If I'm just shitting on someone else,
or some random innocent guy is gonna get cancelled for no reason.
Yeah. So yeah, that restaurant was not that good. Hotel, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice hotel. Yeah. Greg, who just left us.
Rip.
Oh yeah, you want to hear something funny? I mean, you know that already, but you guys probably don't. You, the listener. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I actually I needed a receipt, or a what is it called, a bill receipt from that hotel, and I contacted them via email. Guess who responded?
Yo,
it was fucking Greg.
Fucking Greg.
He left us, but then responds with the fucking receipt. Like you can't make this up. You can't. So yeah. Dover. Didn't do that much except for the castle. What would you rate Dover out of 10?
Out of 10. Well, I guess the whole experience overall was just really like average.
Very average.
So like 5
except
out of 10.
for the castle. The castle's fucking sick. I mean, come on, that gets some bonus points.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can redact points because the city's a little bit dreary.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned in my video that it has like this big. I mean, I don't know how new it is, but it feels very new. Like this big new retail park.
Yeah,
like
because every good city needs a retail park nowadays.
Whole point of retail parks is you drive there, do your shopping, and then drive home. So obviously there's not going to be many people in the city, and there's not going to be much incentive to like put money into the city and make it look nice and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess you can redact points for that, but then put them back on for the castle, which evens out to an average score of 5 out of 10 for me personally.
I would say like a 6 just for the castle. I'm a sucker for castles.
I love sucking on castles.
So for you, very average rating. What would you rate the hotel?
A freaking, I don't know, like 7?
I'd say that was a 7. Yeah, the location was very nice. It was like smack in the middle of the city, basically. Smack in the middle of the city. All right, day 3 and day 4. Let's start with day 3. How much kilometers do you think we drove?
Like 5, I don't know.
348 kilometers. So not as much. Quite a lot, actually. Considering we drove 450 on the first day.
I was about to say, now that I have a point of reference,
yeah,
now I can actually be like, wow.
The thing is, we drove from Dover, which is in all the way southeast as you can go in the UK, up to Norwich, which is like almost, we have to go past London, and that shit was fucking annoying, by the way. Do not ever drive through London. Please.
Yeah, so just for reference, that was the reason we stayed in Dover for 2 days. Like partially to recover from the long drive there, and partially to prepare for the next long drive all the way to Norwich.
Yeah. So day 3, we drive to Cambridge. Well, we stopped in Cambridge. We didn't stay there, but we stopped in Cambridge and then went on to Norwich. I remember the drive to Cambridge was okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad. But the drive to Norwich, like, I raged so much just because there were roundabouts after roundabouts after roundabouts after like literally for like 50 kilometers. Like, I'm not shitting you. Every like 7 or 8 kilometers, there was a roundabout. Instead of like making, like a cloverleaf interchange.
Oh, the cloverleaf.
The cloverleaf, the classic cloverleaf, like we have them on the German Autobahn. They would have a roundabout. It would the speed would go from 120 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, it would just plummet
to 50. No, what was it? 60, I think. So you would have to slow the fuck down, get in the right lane, and if you're in the wrong lane, like you're fucked. Everybody, like you might as well just give up. If you're in the wrong lane on a roundabout, everyone hates you.
Yeah, you think of a roundabout, right? And you're like, oh yeah, it's like a really easy, simple system.
One way.
And then they're like, yo, what if we take this really easy and simple system and we add lanes, add more lanes?
We had roundabouts that had up to 4 lanes.
Like, what's even the point of a roundabout at that point? They had 4 lanes and they had traffic lights.
And traffic lights.
Had traffic lights in the middle
in a roundabout.
of a round. What is the point?
Like, you might as well just build a normal road.
Just build a crossing.
Build a crossing, for God's sake. Yeah, that was fucking annoying.
I mean, Norwich, like, has its, like, I don't remember the name of it, but it's, like, known for having, like, a million roundabouts around it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, all right. Anyways, Cambridge.
Yeah.
Cambridge was nice.
Pretty nice, yeah.
Pretty nice. what we did in Cambridge, we didn't really do much in Cambridge. We just kind of walked around. I had that epic African food. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Then we just kind of walked around. We were planning to go into the university to have a look, but you actually need to buy tickets for it. If you didn't know, to go into a university, which is like, it's just a building. You know what I mean? Like. Anyways, we didn't do that because we were already like on the fence when we bought the tickets for the castle. In
Yeah,
Dover, so.
I said that in my video, but I think if we hadn't been to the Dover Castle, we probably would have gone and looked at the Cambridge University.
Yeah, we probably would have.
But like spending that much to like look at some old buildings
to
back
look
back.
at like a school, basically.
Yeah, it was a little bit too much for us at that moment.
Yeah. Afterwards, we just walked around a lot, looked at the city, and then we had
we had more tea.
We had more. Did we also have scones again?
I had a scone.
Yeah, we had scones. We had tea and scones twice in a row.
Once again, off our rocker.
I think did I also have a tea or did I have a coffee?
You had a coffee because I remember having a little teapot all to myself.
Yeah,
I was like, this is way too much.
I think I remember that. Did you have that lady that was talking to us in your video?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't quite remember if you did. She was nice. She asked all sorts of questions. What we were doing, kind of what we like, what we expected on like day 1 and day 2, for some random person to just start talking to us and be like, "Hey, yeah, so what are you doing? Like, in the UK, like you guys are from Germany," and then we'd be like, "Yeah, actually, well, he's from the Netherlands and I'm from Germany, and he's actually from England, but he moved to Germany with me because like we're like together and shit." And, we're on this epic, like, quest right now with, like, a road trip and stuff. That happened maybe once or twice. Yeah. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Not as many times as I expected, to be honest.
Although...
Like, before we, like, planned this entire trip, what I had in my head was we were going to drive into, like, some random-ass city in the middle of nowhere. We would somehow get talking to some guy, or maybe some gal. Is that how you say that?
Some person.
Some gal, some person. And then, we would get talking and they'd be like, "Yo, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Let's like hang out. Here's my place. We can like drink and shit." And then they'd be like, "Yo, let's go to this local pub," and we would meet like 50 people and everybody be like, "Dude, that's fucking sick." And then we would all do like a square dance on the table. Like, Lord of the Rings. Where they all dance on the table. Like, I was expecting that, but that never happened, obviously, because it's not a mystical country.
Well,
is it?
That is okay. I don't know if I should mention this when we specifically get into Norwich. I guess I'll expand upon it when we do. But that is what I expected from Norwich.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, obviously not the city of Norwich, but specifically the area we stayed in.
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't get to that yet.
Yeah.
We're not spoilers. Hello?
Yeah.
Calm down.
You've been talking about Norwich this entire time,
stop
okay?
fucking with the mic.
It's like really loose because I move it around too much when I stream.
You should not move it around.
I know,
okay,
I do it.
Yeah. All right, Cambridge. Didn't do much anyways. Rating 10 out of... 1 out of 10. God, your mic is really bothering you. You need to tighten that fucking nut. Holy shit.
Your nut. Thank you for tightening my nut.
I tightened his nut.
Anyway,
stop moving it. Take your hands off the mic. Okay.
I'm raising my hands in the air.
Cambridge, out of 10.
I find it a little hard to rate because we didn't spend that much time there. I guess I would give it like a 7.
Yeah.
Because, okay, it's very nice, honestly. Like the architecture and everything, very nice.
Lots of young people. Considering it has a big ass university.
We took a look around the market. That's where we got the African food.
Yeah.
There was a lot of interesting stuff there.
Was it specifically Nigerian food?
I honestly don't remember.
I think it was, right?
Maybe.
Because I looked up that thing that I ate in the video, and apparently it's a Nigerian dish. And it's normally is served with a lot of like innards. like stomach and heart and liver and lung.
Battery
tripe.
acid and fingernail clippings.
So I don't think
Teeth.
that what I ate actually had that in it. If it did, then damn, that tasted pretty good. But I would normally not eat that. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, very nice vibes. The downside of Cambridge for me is just that it's quite a touristy area.
It is. Oh god, there was so many tourists. I totally forgot about that. Lots of Chinese tourists.
We were there on
like Chinese tour groups. I saw like 5 different Chinese tour groups. It was so weird.
Also a lot of like kids.
A lot of kids, yeah.
Like schools.
They all just came from school while we were in the city.
They had like their cute little high-vis vests on that I
yeah.
guess you have to wear those nowadays. I didn't as a kid.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, what was I gonna say now? Yeah, I guess it's just very, very touristy, and there's just you can see that in the videos we made. Like all the footage. We were there on like a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a weekday. Yeah, there was so many people.
It was so busy. That's the only downside for me. You can't really like fully enjoy the city because of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Which makes it a 7 rather than something higher, but 7's still like a pretty high score in my opinion. Just for clarity, 5 is not bad. It's just average.
Average.
Yeah.
The meaning of mid is that it's in the middle, by the way. It doesn't mean bad.
Yeah. And 10 is like perfect. So
10 is perfect.
Basically nothing is a 10.
Yeah. I can think of one place that was a 10.
Oh, okay.
You? What?
No,
okay, sorry.
I'm a place.
Yeah, that was the same day, day 3, Cambridge. After Cambridge. Oh yeah, by the way, I also agreed. Yeah, 7. I guess
you said 7? You didn't say anything.
I agreed with you.
Liar.
I agreed with your rating of 7.
I see.
On the same day, we drove to Norwich. Did we do anything on the first day in Norwich?
Well, we arrived to our beautiful tent. Saw that it was completely full of many various beautiful little insects.
By the way, like I really don't want to call them out. The guy that owns the place, so nice. He was like so nice.
I think it's like him and his wife. They were both really nice.
They have their own little farm.
Met his wife briefly as well.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Yeah.
I am gonna name drop you. I'm sorry. 2J's farm. 223 euros for 2 days. 2 nights, technically.
What? Wasn't it like...
No. It was more expensive than the hotel in Dover. And we stayed in a tent.
Wasn't it 80 euros per night?
It wasn't.
What?
I looked it up again. I looked up everything for the prices. These are all the correct prices.
Wow, okay.
223. To be fair, that is for 3 people.
Yeah.
But
so like
know.
For some reason this area we stayed in Norwich was ridiculously expensive.
It was. We were expecting like Stoke prices because we were so far away from civilization.
Yeah.
But holy shit, the restaurants, the first pub we went to was like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a pub, it was a restaurant.
I mean, I would get more into detail on that in a second, but yeah, we arrived at the tent. I mean, it's really nice and all.
It was a big tent.
If it wasn't for the bugs, I think it would have been okay.
Yeah.
Although thinking about that price again, I'm not really
for the price. Like that shit was not worth it.
If we would have just brought our own tent and like because you can do that, right?
Yeah, you can.
Other people did that. We
could have just
rent like the space, and it probably would have been like £35 at most.
Probably, yeah.
It would have been significantly cheaper, and we would have had the exact same experience.
Yeah,
without the books.
it would be better.
Yeah,
because the tent is out at all seasons. It just stays outside. They don't take it back in. So obviously after a while there were gonna be bugs crawling inside. That's normal. But
yeah. So we saw that. And we were like, because we were kind of just planning to chill for the rest of the evening. But then we saw that and we were like, okay,
Yeah.
we need to do
We need
something about
supplies.
this.
We were gonna get camping supplies anyway.
Yeah, so we got back in the car and we drove to the nearest Go Outdoors, which is a massive,
Not sponsored.
Massive
Very sick ass. I love that
camping
store.
store
I love
in
that
the
store
UK,
so much.
all across the UK. Where we ended up buying our tent as well, which makes it even more painful that we spent that much money on the tent. Hey, let's just think of it this way: we were supporting a small business. If they are a small business.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a farm. What do you-
so surely
they
they're a small
probably
business. We're supporting
they
them.
probably. I mean, depending on like if this is like their main business,
Yeah.
if they make their main income from people staying at the campsite, maybe staying in a tent, because I mean, they had farm animals. They didn't have any pigs. They didn't have any cows. I think.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
It was just like
Yeah.
it was alpacas, goats, chickens, horse, multiple horses.
Singular horse.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Multiple horses. There was one horse that was really fucking cute. Oh my god, he kept like coming up to me. And I was like, oh, hello. And I like stroked him and it was really cute. And then I accidentally touched the fucking electric fence and it shocks me and the horse.
No.
And I felt so bad. I was like, no. I was like,
Not
I'm sorry.
horse.
I didn't see the fucking electric fence.
The horse was like, it's alright, bro.
Yeah, it's probably used to it, but still, I think he just got scared because I like flinched.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, it probably.
He probably just got scared because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did stroke him afterwards. Don't worry, guys. But yeah.
Yeah.
2 nights.
So we came.
In
Yeah.
the bug-ridden tent.
Why did we stayed for 2 nights?
I don't know why.
I think it was another case of like, oh, we just did a really big drive.
Yeah.
The next drive's not that long, but we want to, I don't know, recover, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what we were thinking. We thought it was going to be an adventure.
Yeah.
And it was, don't get me wrong. But maybe we should have done that a little bit later in the trip.
Yeah, we had a lot of I think honestly Norwich was one of the, at least that part of Norwich was the part where we had like the most expectations that got like completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, we're staying on like a little farm. It's gonna be really cute. There's gonna be like really friendly people. There's gonna be like a nice little village. We're gonna be able to like hang out at the pub and like listen to like the locals talking about stuff and stuff like that.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah, we finally like got home, debugged the place that we were staying in. And we were like, okay, let's go get some food. How about some cute little pub food?
Yeah, it's like a cute little pub that's, what was it, like 20-minute walk away?
We realized that
really
this
far
farm
away.
is like in the middle. We also, this was the point where we realized we weren't really looking at the map properly when we were booking the places
No.
in the first place.
We would.
Because like we knew that the farm was like a little bit far from the city of Norwich itself, but it was further than we expected somehow.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't within walking distance. It wasn't even really. There wasn't even any public transport we could
No,
have
hell
taken.
no. UK and public transport, you can't put that in one sentence.
Well, I mean that depends, but
Not in small towns like that.
yeah, because it was just so far away from the city, and
Yeah.
we thought like, okay, well, it's fine because we'll just hang out in the village instead.
Yeah.
But the farm was also like really far away from the village itself.
It was.
Where there was a part where we had to walk on the road.
On the road, yeah.
On the road, 60-mile-an-hour road
Yeah.
for like a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the pathway was just, there's no pathway.
No pedestrian path.
They were like, yo, no one's gonna walk here. We don't need to put a path here. And then we get to the pub, the closest pub was like 10 minutes away. We're like, okay, we did have to walk on the road, but it's fine. We go in there. It's like this fancy freaking like what is this doing in the middle of nowhere? Like
Yeah.
everyone's in like suits. We look at the menu. It's like at least like minimum £20
It
per
was
dish.
minimum £20 per dish. I remember we were sitting down. I was like, "Oh yeah, nice little pub." I look at the prices and I'm just like, "What? How much for a salad? £18 for a salad? Oh."
Yeah.
So we
Like,
just left. We
we
were
left.
like, "Okay, sorry, bye."
We're like, okay, we'll go to the next. There was only like 3 pubs within walking distance, quote unquote walking distance.
Mhm.
We walked to the next one.
That was
one,
still the first day, right?
yes, that
we
was the
haven't
first
eaten-
day.
What did we eat in Norwich? We obviously went to the city on the first. Was it
We
the
didn't go
second
to
day?
the city on the first day. We only went to go outdoors,
Oh,
and then we came back and we were like, okay, let's eat food in the city.
yeah,
in the
you're
village.
right.
And it was getting late.
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
And we were like, okay, let's just go to this other pub. I have to say the vibes in the other pub were like pretty much exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah.
It was really small, like you basically would have missed it. We go in and they're like, hey, what's up? We're not serving food today, sorry.
Yeah, we were too late. What time was it? It was like
It was like
8,
8
9?
already, I think. It was quite late. It wasn't 9 yet, I think, but it was getting late.
I don't know. I still feel like 8
Sun
is
was
not
setting.
not that late.
In the
For
UK,
food?
stuff like closes really soon, I feel.
It's really strange.
But yeah, it was quite strange. They only did like food on specific days. Yeah, they were like, oh, you could come back tomorrow. We're gonna do food.
Yeah.
We're like, cool. See you tomorrow.
Wait, you mean that pub that looked like someone's house?
Yes.
Or... Oh, I thought you were like a little bit ahead.
No.
Oh, the weird like I mean they were like they had like Thai food every what was it
Spoiler.
every Thursday or some shit. What do you mean?
Something like that. I don't think we found out that it was Thai food at that point.
We haven't.
We found that out the next day.
But I saw that on maps, and that was like the whole reason we went there.
That they had Thai food?
Not that specifically that Thai food, but I saw they had like a Thai dish
Yeah.
as a picture.
Yeah.
So I thought they would have food.
yeah.
Turns out they didn't even have any food that day for some reason.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, don't worry. You can
Obviously, you
just-
can only get Thai foods on Thursdays.
They were like, yo, just go. There's like some other pubs close, quote unquote close. Maybe they have food. Okay, cool.
That was
Thanks.
like another half an hour.
Yeah, dude. We were walking forever. We get there. The first pub is another fancy ass
Yeah.
restaurant. We don't even bother going inside
No.
because we already know. Like, I think we looked at the
We
menu
looked
outside.
we looked through the window and everybody was wearing suits. And we're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know that one.
And we continue, go to the one next to it. Sorry, guys, we just stopped serving food. So we basically walked for like 40 minutes for no reason.
Yeah.
And we ended up going to an Indian takeout.
Indian takeaway.
Because there was
Yeah.
nothing else.
You know,
open.
I've seen it in my comments. Someone said that is like the ideal UK experience, and I can't agree more. Like, it's just, it's a classic. A classic.
I just feel it was just kind of sad in a really funny way, though,
Yeah.
because Tim doesn't really like curry.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like curry at all.
So he got that like most Indian
forgot
places in
about
the UK, they do random like white
Yeah.
people food like omelette and chicken wings. and
Sometimes
stuff
they even
like
do
that.
fish and chips.
Yeah. And Tim got literally like the worst chicken wings and chips that you can ever taste in your
Yeah,
life.
They were pretty bad.
And we finally make it all the way back to our stupid tent. Me and Fabian are like chowing down on our delectable korma.
It was
masala
really
curries.
good curry, right?
And
that shit
Tim,
was good.
Tim was just sitting there with his shitty chips. Like
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
I mean, honestly, it's his own fault. Why doesn't he just eat the curry, dude?
just like curry, dude. Like, come on.
I know you're listening. It was a joke. It was a joke.
It was just so funny because I remember us being in like complete bliss at
Oh,
how
dude,
like
yeah, I enjoyed
delicious this food was after that like
Yeah.
ridiculously long walk, like the really stupid
Mhm.
situation.
We even got some Indian beers.
Yeah.
We got a tiger. No.
I don't
No,
remember.
Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra.
Cobra. We got a Cobra. Cobra. We should have bought like 5 beers.
Yeah.
I don't know why we only got one.
You know why we only got one? Because by the time we walked all the way to the Londis, the freaking little kiosk that was still open, it was about to close in 5 minutes.
They were about to close. Yeah, we got lucky. Yeah. Also, I didn't take a backpack with me.
Yeah, really?
We had to carry it by hand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a problem. Obviously, because we were expecting to stop and eat at the first place.
At a restaurant. Yeah, exactly.
God, that was so dumb.
Yeah. Day 3. Wow, it's already been 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Okay. Anyway, day 4, the day we check out Norwich. Funnily enough, that's also where Ashens is from. I was kind of expecting to see him. I didn't.
Who is this Ashens you speak of? I am a new viewer who has no idea what you're talking about.
Would have been cool. See, YouTube, you know Ashens, come on.
I
guys.
think only people over the age of 25 know who Ashens is. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, Ashens is a YouTuber. He got popular because he made videos on his couch and reviewing like random shit from Poundland. Is that good enough?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Look it up. He's funny. Also, he's from Norwich. Anyways, city of Norwich. Day 4. We kind of just walked around once again.
Yeah. It was...
We looked for... Sorry for interrupting. We looked for an England shirt that I could wear because that was the day.
Oh, that was the side quest.
Of the half final.
Yeah, the semi-final of the World Cup?
No, Euro Cup. Okay. It was the Euro Cup 2024.
Yeah.
England versus Netherlands, which was funny because we had a Dutch person with us, It's kind of like undercover. The aim was to, watch a football game in a pub, like in a public viewing kind of thing. And we did.
Yeah.
As you can see in my video.
But during the daytime, we checked out the city of Norwich, and it was really nice. I have to say, Norwich was a very pretty city.
Yeah, Norwich was really cool.
Yeah,
they had like a big market, lots of stores. I think we had coffee.
Yeah, we did.
You had coffee too.
I had hot chocolate.
You had hot chocolate.
And it wasn't good. Very okay.
Yeah. My coffee I think it was okay too. It wasn't really that good, that place, was it?
Yeah, it's sadly, because it wasn't like a chain or anything.
Yeah,
it was like a nice little,
The barista looked really cool as well. He had like a Rasta hair. I think that's what you call it.
I don't remember personally.
He looked sick as fuck.
One thing I regret about Norwich is that we didn't do paddle boats. Like we walked all the way to like the other side of the city.
Yeah.
And we could have gotten in a little boat and paddled all the way back down over the river. And that would have been really nice. But I was being a little stingy and I was like, it's £12. So much money.
It was like the beginning of the road trip as well.
Yeah.
By the way, we just came from our first convention where we were selling things. So we had a good amount of money to spend for the holiday / work.
I think
holiday.
I was still hurting from the Dover Castle as well.
Yeah, and £28.
We also the restaurant of the freaking like Mike Rosen, whatever his name was. That was also
Mike Rosen, the guy that goes fucking the potatoes guy.
Potatoes.
Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
Yeah, don't you know he's like a really famous chef who?
I think his name is Jean-Pierre White.
He taught Gordon Ramsay, Michael Rosen. Yeah. So yeah, I think I was like kind of hurting from that, but I that's the one thing I regret. Like that would have been really fun and nice and like kind of like topped off the day in Norwich. But we did end up in our first brew dog.
Was that Norwich?
That was in Norwich, yeah.
Oh yeah, where I was arguing with Tim.
Where you were arguing.
I
with Tim.
remember that.
That's
yeah.
another thing I regret. I wish I like stepped into the argument because I feel like I could have been like the perfect middleman to like resolve the whole thing.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But I was too busy filming Freebird and the beers.
Oh, that moment is so funny. Tim absolutely hates that moment because he feels like a dickhead.
Really?
Yeah. I just think it's so funny. I mean, obviously, we were like arguing, but it wasn't like super serious, It's not like I never really argue with people up to the point where I'm like actually getting like super fucking upset. I mean, I was a little upset, obviously. That's why the whole point why I was arguing, because I felt like he wasn't like I didn't feel appreciated. That's why I got upset.
I think you need a little bit of context for people who maybe don't remember that part of your video.
Yeah, so they had it's such a dumb fucking argument as well. So they had a beer that was from Belgium, apparently. I guess from Belgium.
First of all, I forgot to mention Brewdog is a chain of pubs from like a what do you call that? Like an independent brewery?
Craft brewery
called
well, they
Brewdog.
were a microbrewery, but not anymore, obviously.
Oh,
they
yeah,
got
yeah,
Brewdogs
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, and you can basically order craft beers on tap there, and it's very nice. Nice chill place. They do really good food as well.
Yeah, they do the wings. They got really good fucking wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a fruit beer they had at Brewdog in Norwich from Belgium. At the time, I thought it was from the Netherlands, I think. And because it's called Rodenbach, by the way, and it's very similar to another fruit beer called Liefmans. I think Liefmans is Dutch. Or is it also Belgian? I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyways, because Tim likes that stuff, I thought, hey, they have that other brand, which is basically the same thing. So I went up to Tim and I was like, yo, they have Rodenbach. They have like that drink that is like that drink. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? That drink that you like, the fruit beer? And he's like, am I supposed to know that? And that just got me like triggered because I was just like, I just wanted him to be like, oh, that's cool that they have that drink. But he wasn't even like impressed. Because like we were in the UK. I've never seen that kind of fruit beer in a pub. Like that's the last place I would expect for a random ass fruit beer from Belgium to be. And the rest you can watch on my channel.
But yeah,
and while Freebird was playing, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah, that's the only reason I recorded any of that conversation is because Freebird was playing on the radio, and I just found it really funny, like timing.
Yeah, it was.
And I was filming. Speaking of which, I totally forgot to talk about. This was the first time that I was really like filming stuff.
Oh yeah, it was.
Because the whole idea was that I was going to make an animated storytime video about it, and Andrew was going to do a vlog about it.
Yeah.
But I ended up filming a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, more than me.
Really?
Way more than me, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, me filming the driving was a given. Like, obviously, you can't film driving.
Don't film and drive, guys.
And I guess I just, like, kept doing it in the cities and stuff. And this was also the first time really like using the camera.
Yeah.
And I have to say I'm still not really used to it.
Me neither. Yeah, it has a really low like viewing angle.
Yeah.
So like everything is kind of like zoomed in.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Like FOV like in games.
So
like,
if any of the footage feels a bit too like in your face, that's why. Like I would literally stand like as far back as I could, like against the wall, and you would still have like both of their faces like fully in view.
We should get a like a wide angle lens.
Yeah, we need some different lenses. Another problem I had was like the freaking like focus.
Yeah, I don't know why you had so much trouble with the autofocus.
It just never focused on the things I wanted it to.
When I filmed, it would always focus on exactly what I was pointing at. But when you filmed, for some reason, the autofocus would just not work.
Yeah, it just hates me. Yeah.
I have this theory, and I think that I have some sort of magic touch, as I call it, with electronics. For some fucking reason, when Aaron has a problem with any electronic device, like it could be a smart lamp not working. So he would open up his phone, look on the app that we're using to control the smart lamp, and it would not work. He would tap on the button and it would not work. And then, he would be trying that for like 50 times.
And then I'm like, and then try to show you the problem I'm having.
You're trying to show me the problem you are having. I see you pressing the button and it doesn't work. And I'm like, all right. Like, I'm like, okay, give me your phone. Like, let me try it. Like, maybe there's something else that I could try to maybe fix it or something. I literally take his phone in my hand. I press the button and it works. And that happens more often than you think.
Yeah,
like
it's like happens suspiciously often.
Random problems with random electronics. When I touch it, for some reason it works.
Maybe it's not that you have a magic touch. Maybe I have the unmagic touch.
maybe you like maybe you have some kind of electronic charge inside of your body that just like fucks with the electronics.
Yep, sounds pretty scientifically accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one other issue I had with the filming is I felt very awkward filming in public.
That. Yeah, every time I vlog and I'm in like a city and I have to like record like, the city, which includes people normally, I feel awkward as fuck.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I was trying really hard to like get good footage and everything, but I just felt so like I could not stop thinking about the idea of making other people uncomfortable by like holding a camera, and then they see the camera and they know that they're probably on the video, and that makes them uncomfortable. I just could not stop thinking about that. I think I got better at it towards the end of the trip, but a lot of my footage is like kind of like weirdly like low down. I feel like because I was kind of like trying to hold it at like an inconspicuous angle.
I mean, it was, but after all, I still feel like it was pretty workable with a little bit of stabilization and stuff.
Yeah,
the footage turned out good, I think.
Yeah, the final issue with the footage was that the camera is like weirdly shaky.
It is,
even though
really
I held it steady.
Yeah,
the footage comes out like a lot more shaky than you would expect.
We even have like some kind of stabilization turned on in the camera, but it's still really shaky. I don't know why.
But you said you kind of liked that effect when you were.
It kind of gave everything like a home video kind of vibe. I kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the topic.
Yeah, back to Norwich.
Yeah, we had food. We went back to the farm.
Yeah, we just had a little snack in Brewdog, I remember, because we wanted to eat a meal at a pub and watch the England game.
Yeah, which we did. If you want to see it, watch my video or watch Aaron's video. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think, if you watch the video. Anyways, Norwich.
Well,
what do you have to add? Come on. Oh my god. We're only on day 4. It's already an hour long.
There's just so much stuff to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it all ties into what I was saying earlier with like everything being so expensive, weirdly expensive in this random area and like barely in Norwich.
Yeah.
The pub we went to, the first pub we went to, like we didn't want to go to that fancy one.
Yeah.
Because it was super expensive.
Yeah.
So we went to the one next door, but they didn't have a TV. And the food was like, it was not really expensive, but it was still expensive.
It was more than you would expect for pub food.
I have to say though, my chicken burger was absolutely smacking.
That shit was good.
It was amazing. I can't believe how I still think about it sometimes. I still dream about it.
I had a pie, right?
Probably, yeah.
The pie was good, but your burger was fucking
It was
smack.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Anyway,
You love it that much.
yeah, it was probably the best like chicken burger I've ever
Really?
eaten in my
That
life.
good?
I haven't eaten many chicken burgers in my life, to be completely honest. But
Damn,
yeah.
okay. What's it called? Rising Sun. I think.
Yeah, great
If
food.
you're ever in that tiny ass town of Norwich,
Yeah.
outside of Norwich.
No TV though, so we
No
had
TV.
to scoot next door to watch the England game.
Funnily enough, that was the other fancy place.
yeah,
But they had a public
had
viewing thing
yeah,
outside.
it was outdoors and the weather was nice.
It was good,
It
yeah.
was
They had
really
beer.
nice. There
You
was
could
a little
order
bar,
2 different beers and 1 cider, I think.
and
that was
it
it.
was really expensive.
Yeah. How much was 1 pint? £7?
£7, which is like what, €9?
Yeah.
€9 even more, a little bit more than €9. And we had like 2 pints each, I think.
Oh, we had 3.
3
We were pissed. We were pretty pissed. Just imagine, we spent like almost €100 just on beer. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. So
It was
yeah,
worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, I do. It's just, we were kind of expecting like a cute little pub setting with like locals, and it wouldn't be super expensive, and I don't know. Like the vibes were pretty nice. Like it was definitely cool. I'm glad we did it and everything, but it wasn't quite like the nice homely. Like nobody spoke to us,
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Try to guess which person I have met in that public viewing place at the bar.
Greg, the receptionist.
No, close.
Damn.
The fucking guy from the farm.
What?
The guy that recommended us that place was there himself when he was standing right next to me, and he was like, "Oh, you're right." I like looked at him and I was like, "Wait." And I was like, "Yo, you're the guy from the farm." Like I literally said that. I was like, "Yo, you're from the farm. No way."
Say yo to this random guy from Norwich.
No, that guy was really nice. He was
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah. So
Okay, are we rating Norwich?
yes, we're rating Norwich and the place.
But like, are we gonna include the little village within the rating of Norwich?
Yes, it's all connected.
All right. Then
What are we rating Norwich, the city and the place we were close to when we stayed?
6.
6.
Yes. Because I found the city of Norwich really nice, but obviously the whole issues with like everything being really
Okay, how about
expensive
we
and
just
far
rate
away.
the main cities?
The main city. 8. Honestly,
Okay.
very nice vibes. I feel like we would have had a really nice time there if we would have.
Yeah, if we
Spend
would have
more
stayed
time
in the
there.
city, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go closer to a 7
Yeah.
because there were much better cities, I think.
Oh, am I gonna have to skew my?
Yeah, you
rating?
are.
I see. Okay. Already forgot everywhere we went.
Yeah, Norwich, pretty nice. By the way, we did 36 kilometers of driving in day 4
Wowzers.
because we only drove to Norwich and back because we were, basically already there. 2J's Farm. What is your rating? out of 10?
It's just so hard to rate because I can imagine if you would just take your own tent or a camper van or something.
Yeah.
They even offered like kayaking and stuff like that.
So much stuff to do. If you have like a family, like that will be like one of the best days in your entire life because you're it's like you're in a farm, dude. It was really cool. That was like really fucking sick.
It was really nice and like I don't know, like the vibes were so nice. We were allowed to make a little campfire.
The campfire, yeah. They have a little honesty shop where you can go in and grab whatever you needed.
But like the freaking bug tent and the location for being like if you don't mind driving around everywhere, the location probably wouldn't bother you.
Yeah, I think what that farm is made to be is like a getaway from the city.
Yeah,
you're supposed to go there, you stay there, you pet the animals, you do like kayaking, you do things in nature, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And I think we were just the wrong target audience,
Yeah.
probably. So, all things considered, I would give 2J's Farm a well-meant 5 out of 10.
Also, you know what I just realized? Remember how we found this place? We searched for places in Norwich and we sorted by lowest price.
Yeah, that was the cheapest place.
Like,
One of the cheapest places.
why is Norwich so
223
expensive?
fucking euros. I don't know.
I feel like I've spent less on places in London.
We did.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we also stayed for 2 nights, to be frank.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
still.
I'm factoring that in as well.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, and then we were happy that we were leaving, obviously.
Mm.
Once again, not to shit on 2J's Farm. Great place for families, maybe not for us. But we were glad we left. And then it was off to Peterborough.
Yeah.
Day 5. 137 kilometers. Not too much. Pretty easy drive. Why did we go to Peterborough? Because it was on the way.
Yeah.
There was no reason to go to Peterborough. Yeah.
We were looking for places like in between. We didn't want to drive all the way from Norwich to Manchester.
Yeah.
And go.
Yeah. Peterborough, small city, bigger than you expect. That's what she said. But still pretty nice, I think. When we arrived, we parked in. No, actually, we wanted to leave our stuff at the place we were staying at, which was not in the middle of the city. By the way, I'll be reading out the name of the place. Midsummer House Premium Apartments with sofa beds and Sky TV and free parking.
They had Sky TV. Oh, we missed out.
Another big reason why some of the places we stayed at were more expensive than not.
Yes.
I forgot what I was going to say. Because obviously we were in a car. So we needed a place to put the car.
That was a big problem.
We had to search for places that offered parking.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't offer parking, we would have to park somewhere and spend money. And usually parking's pretty expensive, especially if you stay like a night or two. But that place, we stayed there for 1 night, 86 euros.
Yeah. Despite, unfortunately, being pretty far away from the city, which was a shame.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really nice place.
It was a very nice place. It was a little apartment.
A really nice little apartment, like maybe a touch too small for 3 people.
Yeah.
But it was not terrible, like at all.
We had a full-size bed, like a queen size, I think it was. Or was it a king? No, it was a queen size. And Tim was sleeping on a couch, which I think was pretty comfortable, but it was pretty small. That's true. We also washed some clothes in the amazing wash dryer.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? We wanted to wash our clothes and they were not drying. We literally put them in for like 5 cycles of drying and it was not drying.
What was up with that thing?
I
It's
don't
not like we
know.
overfilled it either.
No, it wasn't too full, but it was just a horrible washing machine.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Should I also mention that the neighbors were like toking? Like,
Oh yeah, they
crazy?
were going hard with the Mary Jane.
Like it was like coming into our apartment.
Yeah. Other than that, pretty nice place. I think did we make breakfast in that place? We did, right?
We made a full English
We had a full
breakfast.
English. Yeah. That was good. Peterborough. Sorry. Peterborough. Yeah. So we wanted to park. Yeah, exactly. We wanted to leave our stuff at the place. Midsummer House Premium Apartments with sofa beds and Sky TV and free parking. And then go to the city. But we were there way too early and the room wasn't ready or the apartment wasn't ready. So we were like, oh, well, okay, let's just drive to Peterborough and then, go there in the evening. So we park in a big shopping center.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the parking was like ridiculously cheap as well.
Yeah.
It was like really cheap. So we walked through this like center. We're like, all right, yeah, pretty nice center. Yeah, I was expecting Peterborough to be like smaller, you know.
Yeah.
But then there was this big fuck off shopping center.
Yeah, the shopping center was huge.
Yeah, and then we walked past this like mini golf place, and we're like, oh, okay, mini golf. Yeah, okay. It was like 3 different courses with like 8 or 9 holes each for like £15. We were like, dude, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy cheap. So we remembered that, and we were like, all right, let's just go through the city, we were walking through the city, and we looked at, we wanted to go into the cathedral.
Oh, that's when somebody was having a graduation.
Yeah, they were having a graduation, like a college graduation. So we couldn't go in.
There.
After that, we were just like, yeah, we'll check it out later. We had some coffee.
Oh, is that where we had the mid coffee?
Yeah, no. The place was called Bewitched. Do you remember that? It was like, we had a Bakewell tart thing.
I mixed it up with what I said earlier. I had the hot chocolate there, and it was very okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I don't even remember my coffee, so it must have not been that good. And then, yeah, funnily enough, okay. Here's another rip. Because we were like, hey, we're in like a tiny ass like city, right? There has to be a pub.
Oh no.
With proper English food, right?
Because we were starving for some classic English pub food at this point.
Yeah, like, I don't know, anything would have done. Fish and chips, £5. Fucking Sunday dinner, £8, like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? We couldn't find one. We literally couldn't find one.
Like every pub we found, either on maps or in the city, was either like a freaking like Italian, or a freaking
Thai food. Thai food. I don't. What is it with?
What is going on?
And Thai food. Like, so many places just had Thai food for some reason. Is that like a thing?
Literally all of them. Is it just like a weird new trend in the UK?
Maybe it is.
It's not even that new. I mean, I haven't lived there for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So.
It was really strange. Really funny as well. After a long time, we were like going through. I think we checked out like 4 or 5 places, something like that, just throughout the entire city. Then we found a place, and on maps it said that they would do food, and I was like, okay, let's go in, right? It was this big fuck off pub, like it was huge.
Exactly what you think of when you think of an English pub.
Yeah, we walk in, and I'm like, oh, finally, dude, let's go. We found a good pub. This place does food, right? Yeah. I go up to the bar, and I'm like, hey, do you still serve food? And she was like, no. And then I was like, huh? But on your, like, on maps, it says that you serve food. And then she literally tells me that you can just order food from like Deliveroo, or what is it called? Just Eat. You can order food from Just Eat to the pub and eat it there while you drink your stuff. And that is like a concept I have never fucking heard of.
Me neither. It's
like
the strangest thing.
You order takeaway to the pub. It's so funny because like at the entrance there was like a huge poster that said that that you just it's like a bring your own food kind of thing.
Yeah, we kind of missed that, I guess.
It's like the reverse of a bring your own booze, you know. So that place didn't do food. Where did we end up? Do you remember?
Spoons.
Where the spoons?
Spoons.
Because that's the only place that actually does
pub food. Not Thai
for a good
food.
price. It's not the best, but you know.
Like, okay, absolutely nothing against Thai food, by the way. I love Thai food.
Oh yeah, it's same. Yeah.
It's just when you in the UK, you don't go to the UK that often. You really want UK pub food.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when I go to France, I want to eat French food. If I go to the Netherlands, I want to eat Dutch food.
And also, like,
I don't want to eat Thai food when I'm going to the UK.
You specifically go to a the building is a pub,
Yeah.
and then the menu is like Thai food. Like what?
It's so strange. Very strange. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we saw the museum. There's a cute little museum in Peterborough
Nice museum.
in a old hospital. Pretty cool. Other than that, didn't do much. It was kind of just a layover.
Mini golf was cool.
Mini golf was fun too. It was a little bit disappointing. I was expecting a bit more, but I mean, come on, £15.
Yeah, the
For like
problem
3
with
different courses.
the mini golf is the difficulty was not really. There wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't like strategy based. It was like random.
Yeah. Also, it was like easy, medium, hard, but there was like no difficulty difference between them.
Also, okay, like in mini golf, you got like these like pro gamer moves. If you hit it in this specific hole, if you manage to hit it in that specific hole, you're guaranteed a hole in one. Basically,
I don't think any of us got a hole in one, right?
the only time I got a hole in one was at the end with that one. There was like a bunch of buckets on like a slope, and you have to hit the one right in the middle. And I just happened to hit it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
right.
"Yo."
That doesn't really. I mean, yeah, okay, no, that was pretty cool.
What?
No, that was cool.
Do you want me to talk about how you guys got like no points because you kept missing it?
I mean, yeah,
And I got
wasn't
it
saying
first
that
try.
that was amazing.
Anyway, so you have like these like shortcuts in mini golf, right? That are like hard to hit, but if you hit them, you basically are guaranteed a hole in one. In this course, they like didn't work.
No, they didn't.
Like you would hit the magical shortcut hole, be like, "Yo, I got it,"
Yeah.
and then the ball would just like roll past
They definitely did
the
that on
hole.
purpose, so you would like play longer.
No, I don't think they did it on purpose. I
No?
think they just didn't like design it properly.
Oh, maybe.
Like they just put the tube like facing the hole and they're like, "Yep, good enough," without like taste testing it.
Taste testing it.
Without play testing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Peterborough. Rating?
Like, I give it a solid 7.
Yeah.
I
I like Peterborough more than Dover.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which is funny because for some reason we found this out while we were looking for things to do in Peterborough.
Right. Yeah.
For some reason, that city has a really bad reputation.
Yeah. People say it's a shithole.
Which is not.
No, there were like no bad areas
Yeah.
in the entire town when we were there. It was just like we were just strolling through the city, and I was like, yeah, this is like a nice place. I would move there.
Like we literally read reviews that were like, "Oh, don't go to this street. You'll get mugged. It's a horrible street." We would go there, and it's like really nice.
Yeah.
Like, there's those cute little shops and everything.
I don't know.
It's so strange.
It's really strange. Yeah. What would you rate the place we stayed at? It was a pretty small place, but €86.
Yeah, I'd probably also give it like a 7.
For 3 people. Like, that is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
And we had our own place. We didn't have to talk to anyone. We had a room key,
Yeah.
I would give that shit an
Minimal
8.
Social interaction.
Yeah. That place was great.
Yeah, I'd only give it a 7 just because of the location.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We had a car. I don't really care that much about the location, to be honest. I think I'll keep with an 8. Anyways, day 6. 99.3 kilometers. Also not far away. Nottingham. Ooh, Nottingham.
Where to start?
You see, okay, listen. When you hear about Nottingham, you're like, oh, dude, yeah, like Robin Hood, medieval city, big castle.
The complete opposite of Peterborough, basically.
Yeah.
Nottingham, I'd say, has a really good reputation.
I don't know if it was obvious to you guys, but the castle does not exist anymore.
Rip Castle.
And we didn't know that. We thought we were going to see a castle.
It's kind of like embarrassing to admit that.
It
because
is.
I feel like it's maybe not I almost feel like it should be kind of obvious that it's not there anymore.
It's so funny because we went through all the museum shit, expecting a castle at the end, and in the museum they kept saying that the castle was destroyed.
They literally
like 5
said
times.
it a million times. There was like graphics, like animations of the castle like on fire. We were looking at it like, whoa, look at that. That's pretty cool, right?
And then we walk out and we're like, wait, is there no castle?
Like, to be fair, they could have rebuilt it since then.
I mean, yeah, but it's not really the same.
But it just goes to show how we were like not paying attention to any of the information we were learning in the museum.
Nice museum though.
Yeah,
Pretty nice
I gotta
museum.
say they did a really good job of like making something out of what is left of the castle.
Yeah,
they did a good job with that. But yeah, no castle.
How did we? Yeah, so Nottingham, we arrived there. I think we immediately parked at the hotel.
Yes, we did. But they...
No, we didn't.
No, we did. But we
we?
weren't allowed to go in yet because they were still cleaning.
Oh, right, yeah.
Cleaning in quotation marks.
Yeah, cleaning, yeah. They were probably making it more dirty for the authentic
Just
experience.
jizzing on it a little more.
Yeah. We drove... Where did we park, though? I swear we walked through to Nottingham.
Yeah,
the city.
Yeah, we did. Didn't we just park
Did we just
outside
wait?
the... We just left the car outside the hotel.
Oh, you're right. And then we came back when we were done.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, we parked at the hotel. Hotel was the Cotswold. €83 for 3 people. Once again, very cheap. We will see why. But yeah, then we went to we walked to Nottingham. It was kind of far away. It was like, was it half an hour walk?
I think it
like
was
20
only
minutes?
20 minutes, which wasn't too bad.
Something like that. We were thinking about getting a bus, but then we didn't. We just walked. We were like, fuck it.
Yeah, we were like, okay, well, because I remember Tim didn't really want to walk.
Yeah, Tim didn't want to walk.
But me and Fabio were like, let's walk, yeah, yippee.
Yeah. Like, exercise, let's go.
Yeah, and we said like, I think we either said that we're going to walk to a certain point and then maybe get a bus if we can't be arsed anymore, or we're just going to walk there and then take a public transport back.
Yeah. We did walk back both times.
Yeah, because it wasn't too bad of a walk.
I gotta be honest, I kind of don't remember Nottingham.
Yeah, we walked through like a shopping center, but it wasn't really like a proper shopping center. It's like, one of those like 1-story shopping centers.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly interesting in there.
The city wasn't that interesting either, I feel like. Like, kinda. Was that the where we saw the Jollibee for the first time?
I don't remember. I remember that.
Yeah, I had the Jollibee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That was Nottingham.
Yeah, we also. It was close to the quote unquote castle. There was there was some nice old looking buildings opposite it. There was like a little. I think there was like a restaurant opposite it.
Yeah.
That looked really nice. That area was quite nice.
Yeah.
And we went to the oldest pub.
The oldest pub in England.
Full stop.
Ye Old no, what was it? Ye Old Jerusalem
Road.
No, I'm missing something. Anyways, the oldest pub in England. I just wanted to go there because I can say that I've been to the oldest pub in England. Unfortunately, we found out quickly that it was owned by none other than Green King. Which is basically Weatherspoons, but a different company.
It's worse than Weatherspoons. I hate Green King, dude.
Can you imagine being worse than Weatherspoons?
I know, right? And people don't even know how bad it is.
They don't understand. Like, sure, the beer's probably fine. The beer was okay. But holy shit, we've had food from Green King like 3 times, 4 times maybe. Every time I was disappointed.
It's complete garbage.
It's so shit. And it's expensive.
Yeah. It's not even that cheap, is it?
No.
The thing is,
for the quality.
It's a pub chain, right? If you don't know that.
Yeah, pub
called
chain.
Green King, and I feel like every single Green King is like they're trying really hard to make it not obvious that they're a Green King.
Oh yeah, they totally do. Because all the branding is like on the building, but then you like walk up to the building and then there's like a tiny sign saying
plaque.
Green King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably have to have that sign there for like legal reasons.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But they make it like as small as legally possible.
Oh yeah.
So you don't know.
They definitely
But
do.
like it's a freaking like not only do they like buy out locally owned pubs and replace it with their like shitty food. It's not even like Wetherspoon. Like
even Wetherspoons
is known for its terrible food.
Yeah.
But even Wetherspoons taste better than a Green King.
It's really funny. It's crazy.
Yeah, but at least the pub itself, at least they didn't ruin like the architecture of the pub itself.
Oh yeah, no, it looks
very
fucking
nice.
sick. It's like it's a pub built into the sandstone.
Yeah.
So it's like a cave basically.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
It's really cool.
Why does it have to be owned by a fucking Green King?
Yeah.
Anyways, after that, we went to a very nice pub.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best pub experiences, I would say.
Oh, you think so?
Food-wise.
What did you order again?
I had a pie.
Oh.
I had a steak and ale pie.
Because I got like a toasty sandwich thing.
Yeah, that was your mistake.
And it was okay. It wasn't
what is
amazing.
a toasty at a fucking pub?
I've had amazing toasties at pubs, okay?
A toasty at a pub.
Yeah.
It's just like Tim. Tim ordered a panini, dude. At a pub?
Yeah.
Not to shit on you, Tim, but it's not what I would order at a pub.
The thing is I don't really like pies.
That's your problem.
Yeah, obviously it's my problem.
Sorry, I don't know what's wrong.
God.
I'm like in attack mode right now. Yeah, beer selection. They had a really good beer selection.
Yeah. We had great.
They also had Rodenbach.
Argument part 2. That was the one that was built on top of a canal, right?
Yeah, and there was a boat still in there.
So we sat on like this, like it looks like a bridge. We sat on like a bridge. There's like a river, not a river, but like a little body of water underneath us with a boat. We're like, yo, look at that boat.
Yep, look at that boat.
Cool. And we drank beers and ate food, and it was cool. It was vibes, and we shat on Norwich, not Norwich, Nottingham.
Oh yeah.
Talked about how terrible Nottingham is.
Yeah,
but we had no idea what was in store for us.
Oh, dude, yeah. Wow. After that, we got pretty drunk. I think. So why the fuck would I have like a Jollibee spaghetti?
Oh yeah.
After
Yeah.
Very weird, by the way. I kind of like it now. I tried it again, and I gotta say, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it again. It's pretty sick. Anyways, we walk back to our hotel. We open the door to our room. And
first of all, like the receptionist was really nice.
Oh, dude, the receptionist, like customer service, like 10 out of 10.
It's like this cute little family-owned.
It's a family-owned hotel.
Like, oh yeah, your room is number this one. Go down the hallway.
I remember the owner was like talking to me, and he was like, "Oh, I see that you have a German license. Where you from? Blah blah. What are you doing? Are you on a road trip? That's really cool." And you go into the room, and it's like the worst fucking hotel room I've ever been in my entire life. Like, holy shit, there were stains everywhere. Like, absolutely everywhere. Also, we had 3 separate beds for some fucking reason. And they all had cum stains. The bathroom, the tiles, all the tiles were loose. They were fucking loose. The door, you couldn't close it properly.
The door was my favorite part.
It was open, so if somebody was shitting, you could hear the shit leaving the asshole.
It was literally a plank of wood.
Holy shit!
The door was a plank of wood.
Like, I would have rather stayed.
We should have slept in the car.
We should have slept in the car.
We should have
done some illegal wild camping.
Yeah, in Nottingham Castle.
Yeah. That was the worst fucking hotel.
Remember the view though?
The view, you
view
open up
is
the
so
window,
good.
there's fucking trash everywhere.
It's just like this little triangle of space.
Yeah.
It's full of trash.
It's just trash.
Oh,
Horrible
and then
hotel.
there's like ominous packs of tissues stuck to the wall.
Yeah, for sex. They are for sex.
Oh, you think so? What if
Like,
it's just
that-
because you have
like,
a stuffy nose?
That
you know?
hotel is like basically a shitty version of a love hotel. You rent a room to fuck someone, and then you leave again. That's it. That's
Oh.
what the hotel is for.
Remember the light in the bathroom? Do you remember that? It was
Disgust.
like
It was
green.
It was green and yellow. I remember one light bulb was yellow, the other one was literally green. The worst color I've ever seen in a bathroom.
Tiny, world's smallest sink, and world's smallest TV. The TV was so beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I like how it didn't work, and you would slap it, and it would change colors.
yeah. I think I did end up actually fixing it though, kind of. Like I remember taking out the cable, and I like just fucked around with it, and then it was kind of working. It was better than it was in my video.
Yeah, it was just funny because we were like, oh, we're like really tired from the day. Let's just go back to the hotel and chill and watch YouTube videos or something.
We wanted to watch the Robin Hood movie actually.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Because we were in Nottingham, we were like, yeah, we need to watch the Robin Hood movie. there wasn't even a smart TV. It was like it was an old ass TV that just had live television.
Yeah,
and we watched some fucking tennis tournament or some shit.
We ended up just like playing cards for a little bit, and then we were all just so depressed that we just like
we just went to sleep. We were tired. We were like, okay, good night. Yeah. Also, something that you guys need to know about us two. When we sleep, we rarely don't sleep together. If we have the choice of sleeping in one bed together, we take it. And if you see the video of mine, there were 3 single beds. Obviously we were fucking cuddling on the tiny ass bed in like a bed meant for a single person. We were like squeezing ourselves on that.
a little bit uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable.
Oh, the mattress was like there were like humps in it, and like there was like a hole in the middle.
Yeah, it was made of cardboard. Like holy shit.
I remember, like there was like a hole like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept like sliding down it and like squishing you.
yeah, something like that. I kept having to like readjust my position because I kept rolling down. Yeah. Also having to get up in the middle of the night to piss. Like you can hear everything. Like that. Who thought that door was a good idea?
You can see everything. You can
can
just look.
There was a mirror.
You can look between the plank of wood.
Anyways,
in this like 10 centimeter wide gap, and look right in the mirror and look right in the face of the person who's shitting.
Anyways, I don't want to talk about the hotel anymore. That hotel was like 2.
Oh, like a solid like 10 out of 10, honestly.
I'm only giving it 2 because of the nice people that run it.
Yeah.
But holy shit, please work on your interior design, cleanliness,
everything.
You need to tear down the entire building and build
demolish.
a new one. Like, I don't think you can even renovate it.
Demolition.
Yeah. Anyways, day 7. 89. Oh, sorry, day 7 and 8. 89 kilometers of driving, which was from Nottingham to Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah. If you don't know, Aaron used to live in Stoke-on-Trent.
Yep.
Great city. I'm being sarcastic.
Great city. ...
Yeah. So what we did is we just left our car at your family's place because we didn't want to drive to Manchester because it's probably very similar to London, and it would have been hell trying to find a fucking parking space, first of all.
Yeah, I also wonder, like, if we would have even been able to find a place in this to stay in the city that had free parking.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't think so, though.
Yeah, so
Probably
it was like, you know, we visited my family while we were there.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we asked them if they can, like, look after our car
Yeah.
while we go to Manchester.
Yeah, so we took a train to Manchester. Obviously, you know, we had to show Tim a little bit of Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh, was that on the same day?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a reputation. I've been there countless of times, obviously, back when we used to be a long-distance relationship, actually. And I remember the city being a lot better the first couple of times I've been. It's really gone downhill ever since.
I have to say, it's kind of always been shit. It's had it. I feel like every couple of years it has like these waves of getting worse, and then it gets a little bit better, and then it gets worse again, and then it gets a little bit better again. And it's kind of on a little bit of an up right now. Like,
yeah, it's gotten a little better. They've actually demolished a lot of the old like abandoned buildings that plague the city.
They're finally working on the frickin' abandoned bus stop that's been abandoned for like even.
You weren't even alive when it was abandoned.
No, I was. I remember taking a bus from the old bus station once in my life when I was like 6 or something.
Damn, okay.
But it was definitely just standing around for a ridiculous amount of time. They're finally working on it, which was kind of sad because I kind of wanted to like go in there.
Yeah, I wanted
one last time to like show Tim.
The one time we actually want to see the abandoned buildings, we couldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, the time before the last time we went to Stoke-on-Trent, it was extremely depressing. It was
a ghost town.
There was nobody there. There was even more like abandoned shops than usual.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one street that's just full of abandoned shops that have literally been abandoned for like longer than I can remember.
Junkies everywhere too.
When we went
junkies,
there,
I'm not kidding.
But when we went there on the road trip, there was 2 or 3 new shops open.
Yeah.
There was actually a new a goth shop.
Oh, yeah,
I guess Stoke has a big goth community nowadays, I suppose.
For some reason.
That's because now there's two goth shops.
Yeah. Or emo.
Yeah.
Could be both.
Yeah.
Metal. Alternative. Let's call it alternative fashion. There we go.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Stoke-on-Trent's not a great city. I would not recommend it for tourism. Unfortunately, just a lot of abandoned streets, abandoned buildings, lots of trash. It's not very looked after.
So when we say that a city wasn't as bad as we thought, like if we say a city is bad, it'll always be better than Stoke.
Yeah, that's
Stoke is probably the worst place in the UK that I have been.
That's like what shocked me so much about getting those comments about Dover.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean?
Like, people are saying Dover is a shithole. People said Peterborough is a shithole.
Peterborough, though.
Like, what the fuck are you smoking?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, even Blackpool was better. And Blackpool has its own problems. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, yeah, so we took the train from Stoke-on-Trent to Newcastle. What am I saying? Newcastle, yeah. To Manchester. Pretty cheap. I forgot how much exactly it was. I do have... I do have it. The train was 51 euros and 98 cents there and back for 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. We decided to kind of splurge a little bit in Manchester, considering that was the last place we would stay at before not having any plans whatsoever. Maldron Hotel, Manchester City Centre, €376 for 2 nights, which
It's actually not
It's not
that
bad.
bad, is it?
it's a big city. It's a big city, comparable, not size wise, but like I would say the city is comparable to London. Obviously, not size wise, not money wise. Manchester's a lot cheaper, but still, it's a pretty big city. That's where the Stardew Valley concert was.
Yeah.
Day 7. Yeah, we did all that on one day. We arrived in Manchester, walked for a little bit. I think we checked into the hotel like immediately.
To drop off our bags and stuff.
Yeah, drop off our bags. And then I think we just immediately went to Archie's.
Probably.
That's like a place that you need to go in when you're in Manchester. Like their burgers, like in my opinion, I don't know, food is very subjective. In my opinion, best burgers I've ever had. Archie's. No joke. And I've been to Five Guys. I've had Shake Shack.
Have you been
in Cardiff? To be fair, I don't know if it's the real deal like in the US, but I think Archie's is pretty fucking good.
Have you been to Six Guys though?
Six Guys? What?
6 of them.
Yeah, and on the same day, there was like this Pride event.
Yeah.
Really close to a hotel.
We were like, where's this rock music coming from?
Yeah. We should have joined when they were still playing rock.
Yeah.
To be fair, like what was it called? The East Asian Cabaret with Indian music was interesting. Don't get me wrong, but I would have liked to listen to the rock music that was playing before.
Yeah, because it sounded like it was a live band.
I think it was a live band.
It would have been cool to see a live band.
Yeah, cute little Pride event. I don't think we did much on day 7. We just kind of walked around, showed Tim around because of we've been to Manchester before. What did we eat? I mean, we had Archie's. What did we do after that? We went to the city. Oh wow, I don't remember. Do you remember anything?
I just remember eating Archie's.
Was that the night we got wasted, or was that the night after?
That was the night we got wasted.
That was the night. That's
after...
why I don't remember. Funny, yeah. We went to a Brewdog, right? Yeah,
yes,
we did.
Yes.
We went to a Brewdog.
That was good. That's where we ate food.
Yeah, we did. I had a hoppy meal, which was pretty cool. Like it was like a burger and a beer and fries. And I was supposed to get some kind of like surprise because it's obviously a joke on like Happy Meals, It was supposed to have some kind of goodie, but it didn't. And I was too awkward to say anything. So I was just like, all right, well, I didn't get anything then. For the price, to be fair, a burger, fries, and beer is pretty good. And then we got absolutely shit-faced. Like, actually, pretty fucking shit-faced. And then we were like, yeah, Tim hasn't had a UK kebab midnight drunk kebab experience. So that's what we did.
Wait, dude, didn't we have Brewdog the next day before going to the... That's what it was. We had Brewdog the next day.
The day after the concert?
Oh no! Yeah, we went to Brewdog twice in Manchester. The first time we just had drinks. The second time was we had food before we went to the concert. The first day in Manchester, we had Archie's for dinner.
Right, yeah, you're right. We went there again. Yeah.
We went to the other Brewdog that's in Manchester.
Yeah, we went to both Brewdogs. I think the first one was a lot better, though. That one has a hotel, too. It's a hotel.
Mm,
You can have a beer tap in your room.
I want that so
I
bad.
want to book that so bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got shit faced, ate kebab. It's very funny. Look at my videos. And then the next day, it was finally the day of the concert, the Stardew Valley concert, which was also the same day as the finale for the Euro Cup. So, very mixed feelings that day. I remember we walked to the, no, did we walk? Yeah, we walked there, right? Or did we take like a bus? No, we walked.
We never
right?
took transport in
Yeah, we
Manchester.
didn't. We never took transport, except for like Stoke because it's shit. Yeah, so we walked to the concert hall, and I remember we
Yeah.
were there like way too early, so we were just like walking around the area, like sitting down sometimes, and they were England fans everywhere, and they were. If you know English football fans, holy shit, they are so annoying.
Rather annoying. A little bit
Yeah.
irritating.
Very annoying. But then, we walked into the concert hall.
The contrast of like being
Yeah.
outside with the football hooligans like
Yeah.
yelling and like playing the weird instruments and making a racket, and then we go into this beautiful concert hall and listen to like music. We like cried our eyes out to this
Yeah.
beautiful music, to
Bro,
this
I cried
orchestra.
so much. That was a really good fucking concert.
Yeah.
So worth the money. Yeah, best concert experience I've had so far, I would say.
Yeah, and it
It
was
was a very
all,
small. Sorry.
It was all like heightened almost because it was like a really important part of our journey as well.
Yeah, it was. And then after that, we didn't have any plans. So of course we went to get drunk again in Brewdog again, and then we went to sleep and watched. No, we didn't go to
Nah.
sleep. We went home. We actually wanted to watch the finale, the final
Yeah.
in a pub, but they were all like absolutely fucking packed. It's crazy. There was one Weatherspoons we walked past, and people were literally queuing. They were queuing outside
Yeah,
to get into the Weatherspoons.
we should have just gone in that one that was opposite the concert hall, because I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that was
wasn't
not
busy at
that
all.
full. But I think like we were all kind of tired,
Yeah,
so we didn't really feel like walking all the way back or like
yeah.
trying harder to find a place that wasn't so full. So
We did do a lot of walking that day as
Yeah,
well. Like we also
yeah.
went shopping. That was the day we also went to Affleck's, the big independent shopping center thing.
yeah, so we decided to I think we just got some bevs from a co-op, and we decided to watch the final at the hotel.
Yeah, which was disappointing, but fun, regardless.
Yeah.
And then it was day 9. So we wake up.
Oh, also, real quick, there was, as we were walking back to the hotel, there was so much police in the streets of
There
Manchester.
was, yeah, it was crazy.
You can probably imagine why.
Yeah, it's so funny when the game was on. The city was like dead silent.
That was so
It was
strange.
It was like a ghost town, except for all the pubs. It was so weird.
Because it's usually packed, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so weird to see Manchester so quiet.
Yeah.
We were some of the only
Yeah.
people on the streets.
Before I was gonna just keep going on day 9, but I forgot to do the rating. So Stoke-on-Trent, what are you rating it out of 10?
Like a 3,
Really?
2.
I would give it a 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like overall, the city is just not worth going to.
Well,
There's almost nothing.
It's got Rofers.
Yeah, but what else? There's
Betsy's.
almost nothing that I would recommend to go to Stoke for. except for maybe Betsy's, but like
cheap Weatherspoons.
cheap Weatherspoons.
The pint of Guinness is like £2.
Like £2. Yeah. If you want a really cheap Weatherspoons pub experience, go to Stoke-on-Trent.
Can get some interesting photography for your art project.
Manchester.
I really like Manchester.
I fucking love
Manchester's like my favorite big city in the UK.
It is. I would give that shit like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9.
I love Manchester. Manchester was really, I mean, every time I go there, I'm like, dude, we should come here more often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck London, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hotel.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is expensive.
Yeah.
It was quite expensive, but it was a very, very nice hotel.
Okay, 8.
Yeah, I would say 8. I would give it a 9 if it was cheaper, but yeah. So yeah, day 9. It is day 9. We take the train back to Stoke, and then leave because it's Stoke. Off to Leek, where we had pub food, proper fucking pub food. The second proper fucking time we had pub food in a place owned by the Titanic Brewery, which is a very funny thing because it's actually a craft brewery, microbrewery in Stoke. And we've actually been there before, like where they brew the beer. They have a little shop. And I have to say, Titanic Brewery beer is really fucking good.
Yes.
And it's a shame that you can't find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Other than Stoke. That might be another reason to go to Stoke. Maybe we should just make a video like
reasons to go to Stoke. Rofers, Betsy's,
Titanic Brewery.
What was the other thing I said? I already forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice photographs for your
cheap Weatherspoons
for your art project. Cheap Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention that like the reason we went to Leek, because I don't remember what day exactly we planned stuff, but at a certain point we had to like actually plan what else we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And the next destination was we wanted to camp in the Peak District.
Yeah.
And Leek was a nice place that's like on the way between Stoke and where we wanted to camp. And I've been there before many times. It's very nice.
Yeah, we have.
So
we've been.
Oh,
to
yeah. Fabian's been there as well.
That was like mostly with me. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We've been to that pub before.
Yeah, we went to the same pub that we've been to before. So we just knew that it was going to be good, you know.
Yeah.
And we
kinda, basically locals at that point.
Yeah, we wanted to like show Tim a nice area of like the West Midlands that we definitely knew was going to be nice and nice pub food, and there were so many nice locals there as well.
Oh wow, like one of the most friendliest peoples on the road trip, on the entire road trip. They were all in Leek. Yeah. I thought you were going to add. Okay.
Maybe I should stop adding so much. I feel like I'm yapping so much. Yeah. This podcast is getting really long.
Yeah, so Leek, we actually had a little side quest which destroyed itself after a while. So my sister was asking for a woven basket for her work colleague. Yeah. And we looked for woven baskets and they didn't have any woven baskets, but we talked to someone and we were like, hey, do you think there's a store around here that sells woven baskets? And she was like, yeah, there's like this store, blah, blah, blah. And then we just got to talking to her. Yeah. And she was just like, oh yeah, what are you doing? You know, and we were like, yeah, we're doing a road trip. And they're like, what? You're doing a road trip? Blah, blah. We were standing there for like 20 minutes. Just talking. It was pretty cool.
That's something that I can't stop thinking about for like the next road trip.
Yeah.
We need more side quests.
We do need more side quests. We also need like a bucket list or something.
We need a bucket list and we need side quests.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why we expected so many people to just talk to us if we don't like give them a reason to, you know. Obviously that happened a couple times, which was really cool, which is something that happens pretty decently often in the UK, actually. People will just start talking to you because they feel like it. But if we actually wanted to like have proper conversations with locals, we should have a reason to like start the conversation.
Yeah.
And that's the side quest for the basket was like the perfect thing for that. We talked to so many people in Leek because of that.
Yeah. We didn't find the basket, but then my sister was like, "Oh, I
Never
actually
mind.
don't. Never mind." Yeah. So we almost had a side quest there, but yeah. Yeah. Then we had some food at the pub, the Roebuck from the Titanic Brewery, and something really interesting happened in that pub. Do you remember?
Yeah.
There was someone who was Dutch, something like that. They used to live in the Netherlands and then they moved to Stoke or Leek, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how we got to talking to her, but I think Tim was just like, did he start the conversation?
We kept like looking around the pub because there's a lot of really nice decorations.
Yeah.
A lot of really interesting like photographs and artwork and stuff with like history.
Yeah.
And I think this lady who was sitting on her own because she was waiting for somebody else who like, I don't know, went to the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Noticed us like looking around and stuff and then like said something about.
Yeah, I think she started the conversation, right?
Started like talking about Leek or something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And I honestly do not remember how we found out that she could speak Dutch.
I think it's because when she was talking in English, she had like a slight accent. And I think Tim immediately picked up that it was like a Dutch accent.
Really?
I think so. And I think he was like, I think he asked her like, hey, like where like do you live here? Like where are you from? I think he asked like something like that. He definitely said something about like the accent, I feel like. And then she said that she actually speaks Dutch. And then they just started speaking in Dutch. And we were just kind of sitting there and they were speaking Dutch.
It was an interesting interaction.
But yeah, really funny. So that woman used to live in the Netherlands, moved to Leek. And I think she moved when she was like a child, I think. And she said that her school was, no, what was it again? Like, you know when old people tell you this, the like way to school was like uphill both ways? Like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like she said that she had to walk to the Roaches, which is like the mountain range close to Leek, which is like, what, 20 miles away? She walked there every day. So, yeah. Very interesting experience. Very nice people, Leek. After that, I was off to Bakewell because it was on the way.
Yeah, it was very close to the campsite we found. Yeah. And you've been to Bakewell before, right?
Yeah, we've
been to Bakewell before together as well. We were like, yeah, let's check out Bakewell as well. You can get the Bakewell tarts. Really
That's where it's from. Also, by the way, we drove 53.6 kilometers. Not much.
Wow.
Just from Stoke to Leek to Bakewell to the campsite. Not much. Bakewell, we didn't really do much. We just kind of walked around a little bit. Had the Bakewell tart, and then went to a store to buy some food for our first camping experience. Another weird thing, I don't know why, but margarine does not exist in the UK. Like fat made from,
it does.
Sunflower or rapeseed oil does not exist in the UK. We've looked everywhere. No, I don't believe you.
You mean unrefrigerated margarine?
Yeah. Oh, shut up. That's not margarine. Margarine is 100% oil. The stuff in the fridge was fucking like what is it called? Hydrogenated You know what I mean? It's whipped with water.
Sorry, I'm not that knowledgeable about my oils.
So
and
it's like
hydrogenated water.
it's like 70% water.
Yes.
It's not margarine. Margarine does not exist in the UK. We just wanted something to put in a pan or smear on bread, like a fat. Margarine would have been perfect because, if we would take butter, it wouldn't survive very long, would it? Because we would be outside. We didn't really have a fridge. Anyways, that really bothered me. But then it was off to our first camp on a campsite called Parkhouse Campsite Bakewell. €36.
Which is honestly a bit more expensive than I thought it would be.
It is. Yeah.
Also, it was 30. Sorry. Forgot that you said euros. I was like, actually, it was £35.
Yeah.
35
No, it was £30.
Oh.
I remember that. It was
Okay,
£30, which is €36.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the fact you have to provide your own supplies and stuff, I guess you could say it's expensive, but if you already have it, then it's pretty cheap. Also, there's a toilet, there's a shower.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a lot more affordable than hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like I remember, not that I have much experience with camping, but I feel like they used to be like £15 at
They
most.
probably were. They probably were a lot cheaper.
Mhm.
But we don't know that because, we live in some weird times. Anyway. Campsite. Our first campsite. I remember we drove in. We didn't know where to go. We just parked like in front of the house. It was like someone's house that happened to have a big plot of land. So they were like, all right, let's make a campsite. We knocked, I think we rang the doorbell and this old lady comes out and she's like, oh, hello, how you doing? Like this classic British old lady. She was so cute. Yeah, and we were like, hi, can we stay here? Camp, we have a tent.
We've never done this before.
Yeah, we've never done this before.
We didn't know what we were supposed to ask.
And she was like, oh, yeah, we just filled out some stuff. I was like, yeah, cool, okay. And she was like, yeah, just pick any landlings. There was basically no one there. I was like, okay, cool. We drive there, put up the tent, everything seemed to go pretty smoothly. It was raining. That was a bit annoying, but yeah, we didn't really do much that day. We just kind of walked out, walked to that big viewing platform.
Yeah, that was so pretty.
Very epic view. It was so nice.
Epic is a great word.
Yeah. And then we had some food. I bought a little barbecue, but I think we had I made sausage batties.
Batties? Batties?
Sausage batty.
Who is this batty?
Is that what it's called? I don't think it is it?
Butty.
Butty. Right, I'm getting tired.
Butter.
A sausage butty.
Yeah, do you think we should split this into two?
Yeah, it's getting way too long. You've been rambling on for way too much.
I've been yapping, sorry.
Yeah, we're only on the 9th day.
It's just, okay, I gotta be honest, while I was watching your vlog videos, I was constantly thinking, why did he not mention this?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I didn't mention in the vlogs.
So I gotta talk about it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me yap.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Well, then we're gonna have two parts then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Bye. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish day 9. So we went to sleep. After having some nice food, we had some drinks. We were like, all right, we had a sleeping bag. Of course, we had a shared sleeping bag. I mean, come on, guys. It's a really sick ass sleeping bag.
Very cozy.
2 people sleeping bag. When we saw that in the store, I was like, dude, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So of course we got it. Tim had his own.
No, we had the 3-person sleeping bag. We all cuddled.
Is that a thing?
Probably.
Probably, right?
Don't know if you can get it and go outdoors though.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, that sleeping bag was pretty fucking good. The tent, really good. If only we put it up right because we didn't. There was a gap. It was really funny back then. It was like such a mystery why it flooded with water. Now I
Don't know
know
what went wrong, guys.
Now I know.
We did everything perfectly.
If you see my video, there is a photo from the inside of the tent, and you can literally see that there's a gap. Like it's like this flap that's like on the bottom, and it like points up, and then the door goes like over it, and that flap was like hanging down, so it wasn't tight. Basically, it wasn't upright all the way, and that's why when it was raining all night, all the water just started collecting on the door, ran down into the tent. And unfortunately, Tim's suitcase got completely fucked. Holy shit.
It was like
that was so
only
bad.
his stuff as well.
It was all of his stuff.
Bad. It was like the freaking the shitty chicken wings and chips all over again.
Yeah. He also bought like a new manga. I didn't mention that in the vlog. He bought a fucking 20-pound manga that he wanted to read. It got completely fucking soaked. You had to throw it away.
Yeah, like unfortunately, like not even
you couldn't even
wet
save it
to the point where you just wait for it to dry and it's like, oh, the page is just a little bit crinkled, but it's fine. No, the ink was like falling off.
The ink was falling off. Like you would like touch the paper really slowly, and it would literally just fall apart.
Such a shame.
It turned back into fucking cellulose. Like fucking hell.
Went back to the earth.
Yeah. So not a very good first camping experience, obviously. But all things considered, pretty good campsite.
Yeah.
The flat, yeah. The ground was really flat.
Mm-hmm. And the view.
The view was epic.
Really epic. You literally camp basically next to the mountains. It's so cool.
Lots of cows. Cows were cute.
Cows
bonus. Yeah.
Cow bonus.
Very nice owners, you know.
Nice owners bonus.
Yeah. That was day 9. Leek. From 0 to 10.
I give Leek a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, Leek is like if you want like a cute small town vibe shopping experience with shops that actually exist, unlike Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah, also a lot of like locally owned.
Yeah, a lot of
shops.
Stuff. A lot of locally owned small business. For some reason, there's like 500 fucking vape shops.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And they're all owned by like grandmas. It was so strange. Yeah, go to Leek. It's fucking great. Really great. Really great. I agree, 9 out of 10. Bakewell.
Also a 9 out of 10, I would say.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking beautiful.
It's very similar vibes to Leek.
Yeah.
But a bit more...
It's smaller. Even smaller than Leek.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Kind of
there's like no city. There's like 5 stores and that's it. There's like 3 Bakewell bakeries that they make the Bakewell tarts. Then there's like 2 clothing stores. Like 1 supermarket, 1 gas station, that's it. That's the city. Literally.
Yeah.
There's not much in Bakewell.
I'd say like the buildings and everything look a little nicer in Bakewell.
Yeah,
like
very
the architecture
pretty.
in
it's
Bakewell
very
quaint. Nice to look at.
Yeah.
But I still give it a 9.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I agree.
Hello, we didn't talk about Bakewell pudding.
The Bakewell pudding. Oh my god. Hello? If you guys are in Bakewell, get the Bakewell pudding.
You all know Bakewell tart, I hope, but have you heard of Bakewell pudding?
Bakewell pudding? I wish that was more of a thing.
It's like Bakewell tart on crack.
Dude, it's so buttery, sugary, fucking like
get a heart attack when you eat it, but it's so worth it.
It's so good. It's really good. Campsite.
Yeah.
There was one thing that was a bit stupid.
Mm-hmm.
The shower.
Oh, yeah.
The shower, for some fucking reason, you had to put a pound in it. there was like a little device where you put a pound coin into the shower, and then you can shower for 5 minutes. And if you take too much time,
not
if you
very
take too
much
much time, like you're fucked. What are you gonna do? Take another coin, keep it in your asshole? Like, where do you put the fucking pound coin? You know what I mean?
Imagine you have soap all over you.
Yeah.
And you miscalculate the time, and then you can't get it off you, and your money's like all the way in your tent.
Yeah, you're like blind. Trying to fucking like
soap in your eyes. You're like trying to find trying to get your wallet out. All the coins get everywhere.
That like your asshole is the only place you could keep a fucking pound coin in that moment.
Like 5 minutes is nothing.
No,
5 minutes
showering
for an entire pound. Like how
take
much?
5 minutes to put soap on my body.
Yeah, like how much do they want you to spend to take a shower?
I don't know.
And it already costs £30.
Yeah. See, that was one thing the only thing actually.
Yeah, other than
bad.
that, really good.
That was the only
place.
thing.
Yeah.
The toilets were nice. They were clean.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit far away, but that was because we chose a pretty shitty spot. Honestly, we could have been a bit closer. But all things considered, I would say a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
maybe even 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 36 euros campsite. That was day 9. I mean, that's actually pretty good because then the rest of we have 10 more days.
Wow.
So I really didn't think we were gonna yap that long.
Yeah, I was thinking we could do everything in one.
Every time I think the podcast is gonna be like pretty short. It's like it's crazy long.
Isn't it gonna be kind of short? I don't know if we have enough to talk about.
There's only 19 days. There's almost nothing to talk about.
We already made videos about it and everything. What else is there to say?
Yeah. But yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below.
I want all of your thoughts.
Please let me know what you think of Stoke if you've actually been there.
I wish to feast on your thoughts.
Peterborough. I have to stop saying Peterborough. Peterborough. Okay, anyone who's listening from Dover, Cambridge, Norwich, Peterborough, Nottingham, Stoke-on-Trent, Manchester, Leek and Bakewell. Tell me in the comments how you like your city. Yeah, that's all I want to know. Because I feel like when people, you know, like how there's like this weird effect that you always shit talk about the place that you live in because you just see it every day.
Yeah.
You're always like, oh, this place fucking sucks, you know? And then someone goes there and they're like, hey, this, you know, it's actually not that bad. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But with Stoke, it's shit. It is shit.
It just objectively.
It is objectively shit. People who live there say it's shit. People who visit say it's shit. Like, the only reason people go to Stoke is because of Alton Towers, which is a theme park. People stay in Stoke because it's cheap, and then they go somewhere else. That's it. That's the only reason why people go to Stoke.
And they are goths.
Or they're goths. Emos. Lots of goths in Stoke.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, in Manchester as well.
Manchester too, yeah. I saw a lot of alternative people.
And some of the other cities we went to in the second half of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That we'll talk about.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you on the next episode of Cats of the Underworld.
Good night.
Good night.